So see, look, in the last class we have completed the straight line, isn't it? So today we're going to start a new chapter, that is plane. Now, anyone, can you define me what is plane? What is plane? I mean, what is the definition of a plane? If you can, please define me. What is plane? I'm giving you 1 minute to define the plane. Yes, audible. Now define me then. Give the definition of plane. A 2D surface. Orpita, plane may be 2D, may be a 3D surface. Obviously, plane is a surface, but it is 2D, it may be 3D. Okay, I'm giving you the definition of plane, the concept of plane. What is the plane? Suppose there's a curve, not curve, there is a surface. Okay, there's surface. Surface may be plane surface or curved surface. Okay, let's take 2 points. One point is P and one point is Q. Okay, now join the point P and Q by a straight line. Join them by a straight line. Now look, if every point on the line PQ, if every point on the line PQ lie on the surface, then the surface is called a plane surface. Otherwise, it is called a curved surface. Or you can define like that: if a straight line lie entirely on a surface, then the surface is called a plane surface. Otherwise, it is called a curved surface. Got it, the definition? You got the definition? If a straight line lies entirely on the surface, then the surface is called a plane surface. Otherwise, it is called a curved surface. Okay, so this is the plane. Now we'll establish the definition, or sorry, the formula or the equation of a plane. Okay, we'll establish the equation of a plane. Clear? Okay, so let us consider one three-dimensional a set of rectangular axes. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and suppose this is z-axis. Okay, and the point where the axis intersect, this point is called origin O. Now let us consider a plane here. Let us consider a plane here. This is any plane, okay, whose distance from the origin is n unit. If I draw any line perpendicular to the plane, so this distance is d unit. Okay, and let n is the unit vector. N is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane. Perpendicular to the plane. N is the unit vector here. N is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane. Now we are considering any arbitrary point P here, whose position vector with respect to the origin is r. Considering any vector, any point P whose position vector with respect to O as r, that means our OP vector is equal to r vector. Okay, and our if this point is suppose n, means foot of the perpendicular from the origin to the plane. If we consider this point is n, so ON vector is equal to, now can you tell me what will be the value of ON vector? How we can represent ON vector? Look, any two vector can be represent, any vector can be represented by two things. One is by its magnitude and one is by direction. Now what is the magnitude of the line ON? What is the distance, means length of the line ON? Obviously this is d. Okay, and what is the direction of the line? The direction of the line is n vector, so dn vector is the ON vector. Okay, now join the point N and the point B. So we have a triangle here. See, we have a triangle here, ONP. If I consider this triangle, triangle ONP, and if we apply the triangle formula in the triangle ONP, we can say that ON vector plus NP vector is equal to OP vector by triangular formula. Triangular formula. Now put the value. What is the value of ON? Value of the ON is known, dn that plus NP vector is equal to OP vector, means R vector. So from here we can calculate the value of NP as R vector minus dn hat vector. Okay, R vector minus dn hat vector. Okay, now look two vector. One is NP vector, okay, and one is the unit vector which is perpendicular to the plane, are perpendicular to each other, means their dot product will be equal to 0, because we know that suppose there are two vectors, one vector is A, one vector is B. If the angle between A and B is 90 degree, then dot product of A vector and B vector will be 0. Okay, so by similar way we can say that NP vector dot n vector is equal to 0, which imply, put the value of NP, that is R vector minus dn hat vector dot n hat vector is equal to 0, which implies R dot n hat vector minus d into n hat dot n hat, that is mod n hat whole square, that is equal to 0, because we know that A vector dot A vector is equal to mod A whole square. Isn't it? That means R vector dot n hat vector minus d is equal to 0, which implies R vector dot n vector is equal to d. So this is the vector equation of a plane. This is the vector equation of a plane whose distance from the origin is d unit and the unit normal vector is n hat vectors. So students, did you understood? Did you understand? Excuse me. Did you understand the how to establish the vector equation of a plane? If you have any confusion, you can tell me. No problem? Okay. See, this is the vector equation of the plane. Now we'll set the Cartesian equation of the plane. The Cartesian equation of the plane. Okay, so for the Cartesian equation we put R vector is equal to xi hat plus yj hat plus zk hat, and n vector is equal to, n hat vector is equal to li plus mj plus nk hat vector. Okay, now put these two vector in this equation. So if I put them in this equation, we have xi plus yj plus zk dot li plus mj plus nk is equal to d. Okay, now find the dot product. So this, that will be lx plus my plus nz is equal to d. This is the equation of the plane in normal form. This is called the equation of the plane in normal form, where L comma M comma N are the direction cosine of the line perpendicular to the plane, and D is the distance of the plane from the origin, and LMN are the direction cosine of the line which is perpendicular to the plane. Now tell me, have you understood or not the vector equation and derivation of scalar equation from the vector equation? Any problem? Understood. Okay, now look, in generally the equation of plane the equation of plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0. This is the general form of a plane. This is the general form of a plane. Now what happened if I put d equal to 0? Then the equation will be ax plus by plus cz is equal to 0. If I put d equal to 0, then the equation becomes ax plus by plus cz is equal to 0. This is a plane which will passes through the origin. Passes through the origin. This plane will pass through the origin if this constant term is equal to 0. Okay. Now number 2, if a is equal to 0 and b, c, d are not equal to 0, if a equal to 0, then what happened? Then equation will be by plus cz plus d is equal to 0. This is a plane which is parallel to x-axis. If a equal to 0, then the equation become by plus cz plus d equal to 0. This plane will gives a plane which is parallel to x-axis. So by similar way, can you tell me what will be the equation of the plane? What will be the equation of the plane parallel to y-axis? What will be the equation of the plane parallel to y-axis? Equation of the plane parallel to y-axis. Anyone? What will be the equation of the plane parallel to y-axis? Look here, if b is equal to 0, means this term is equal to 0, coefficient of y, b is equal to 0, then the equation will be ax plus cz plus d equal to 0. So this plane will be parallel to y-axis, and if I put c equal to 0, then the equation will be ax plus by plus d equal to 0. This is a plane which is parallel to z-axis. Okay, this is the plane parallel to z axis. Now if I put a is equal to b is equal to 0 and c is not equal to 0, a is equal to b, a equal to 0 means a and b are 0 but c is non-zero, then the equation will be cz plus d equal to 0. This will give you a plane which is parallel to xy plane. If cz plus d equal to 0 means coefficient of x and coefficient of y are both 0, that means this will gives a plane which is parallel to xy plane. Similarly, if I put a equal to c equal to 0, then the equation will be by plus d equal to 0. This will be a plane which will be parallel to xz plane. Okay, and if I put b is equal to c equal to 0, then the equation will be ax plus d is equal to 0. In that case it will gives a plane which is parallel to yz plane, which will be parallel to yz plane. Okay, now come to the next point, how to find out the equation of a plane, how to find out the equation of the plane passing through a point and a perpendicular vector to the plane is given, means equation of the plane perpendicular to a given line and passing through a given point. Okay, so this is a plane, okay, which is passing through a fixed point a whose coordinate is x1, y1, z1, and a vector which is perpendicular to the plane is n vector. We have to find out the equation of the plane. Okay, so let us consider the set of rectangular axes. This is x axis, this is y axis, this is z axis, and this is the origin. Let position vector of the point a is a vector and a arbitrary point p whose position vector is r vector join the line a and p. Okay, now if I consider the triangles AOP and if we apply the triangular formula, we can say that AO vector plus AP vector is equal to OP vector. OA vector plus AP vector is equal to OP vector. That means A vector plus AP vector is equal to R vector. That means AP vector is equal to R vector minus A vector. Okay, now tell me one thing, what is the angle between AP vector and the N vector? N is perpendicular to the plane. It is given that the N vector is perpendicular to the plane. So you have to tell me what is the angle between the AP vector and this vector. Can you tell me what is the angle between the vectors? Quick, tell me what is the angle between the vectors AP vector and N vector. N vector is perpendicular to the plane and AP is a vector which lie on the plane. Who can tell me? Yes, I think Orpida is typing something. Very good, Orpida. 90 degree. Angle between them is 90 degree. Means angle between the AP vector and N vector is 90 degree. So we know that if two vectors if the angle between two vectors is 90 degree, so their dot product is 0. So we can say that AP dot n vector is equal to 0. Now put the value of AP, that is r vector minus a vector dot n vector is equal to 0. This is the vector equation of the plane which is passing through the point whose position vector is a, and n is the vector perpendicular to the plane. Okay, now we'll calculate the Cartesian form of the equation. So for Cartesian form, we'll have to put r vector equal to xi plus yj plus zk. A vector is equal to x1i plus y1j plus z1k, and n vector is equal to ai plus bj plus ck. Now if I put this value of r, a and n vector in this equation, then we have just put it here, r vector means xi plus yj plus zk minus a vector means x1i plus y1j plus z1k dot ai plus bj plus ck hat is equal to 0. Okay, that means now do the calculation within the second bracket. Term in the second bracket means x minus x1 I hat plus y minus y1 j hat plus z minus z1 k hat dot ai plus bj plus ck is equal to 0. Okay, now find the dot product of the vector. If I find the dot product, so it will be a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 is equal to 0. And this is the Cartesian equation of the plane which passes through a point x1 y1 z1, x1 y1 z1, and the direction ratio of the lines are a comma b comma c. These are the direction ratio. Okay, now this formula is completed. Tell me from your side if you have any problem on this one. Do you have any problem? Tell me quickly anything. If not, you able to understand, no problem, very good. Okay, so our next theorem is find the equation of a plane passing through three non-collinear point. Okay, but due to shortage of time today we can't start this theorem, so we'll discuss this theorem in the next class. Okay, so by then